Hi everyone, welcome back to Rough Around the Edges, or if this is your first time, just welcome. Come on in, pull up your chair, sit across the table from me. I'm glad you're here. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well. Now, let's just jump right into it like always. And I bet you're wondering, what in the world does she have going on in front of her? Well, I'm going to tell you. You saw all the yummy looking candies that were just on, and I am going to tell you why you were seeing those. Keeping in the theme of my past, and last two videos, I'm going to carry on the snowman theme, but they've all been very different, and so will today, because I want to create a Candyland snowman themed globe. Now, I've got 3 of them, but I'm only going to utilize 1. So why I had 3 sitting out, I don't know. Well, I do know why. Because literally not even 15 minutes ago, I was out in my garage looking for Christmas decorations, and I found these. I haven't seen them in years. Forgot that I had them. But as soon as I saw these, the creative juices started flowing in this brain of mine. Thoughts start turning, the cogs start turning, and an idea. Voila. Did I say that right? Yeah. Voila. Popped into my head. And I am going to make I think I just said that, but hey, for the sake of us both, I'm going to say it again. Candyman Snowland theme. I'm going to create a larger snowman than the one I created in the video prior to this one. He's going to be about that big. I want him to have a lollipop, or even maybe I might do lollipops around him in these little spheres, so I'm dealing with a bunch of circles today. And by the way, before we get the resin mixing and everything gets started, I really just want to say thank you. I'm not a huge channel. I'm a new channel. It's hard to get started or get anybody to watch your videos, which is why I want to say thank you right now. And for any new subscribers, thank you so much for believing in me and hitting that subscribe button. I'm glad that you have seen something that I've done that sparked your interest. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So now, with all that being said, let's get started. I'm going to go get my gloves on, get my resin out, get everything prepped and ready to go. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay, hang on. See you in a sec. Don't go nowhere. Okay, first things first. I've got my gloves on because I already poured my resin. I just haven't mixed it yet. I figured we could do that together, even though you might have already seen it. I'll fast forward through it, but for anybody new, I want them to see and learn the process. But we'll go and fast forward. Ooh, I'm so glad I looked down in here. Did I get it? I got it. It was trying to hide from me, y'all. Anything in here? I see something in here too. Unless that's part of the mold. No. That's definitely something in there. You can't play hide and seek with me. I found you. Alright. It's always good, even if you think they're clean. Even if you think, I just cleaned that out. Oh, don't let it fool you. Things will find their way in. Alright, here we go. Slice of the moon white powder. I'll leave a link in the description box below. It's also linked in the description in the video prior to this one. In fact, I use this and their extra glittery shimmer powder a lot. But this gives off it almost looks like a genuine pearl. So let's go ahead. Get a nice soft paintbrush, dip it in here, and paint or move around the powder on the silicone inside this mold. Sticks very nicely to the silicone. I know it's probably hard for you to see because it's white, but I can see it. And we'll just go into a little fast forward right now because I think you're kind of getting the idea. You're picking up what I'm throwing down, right? Just rub it around. All right, let's go. All right, I'm going to fill these up. Well, you know what? I want to paint those. Or I might just pour, I don't know. Right now, I'm worried about, let's get this mixed up. I'm not worried. I don't know why I said I'm worried about, because I'm not worried. Are you worried? Nah, me neither. I'm really just wanting to get my resin mixed. And this is about 6 ounces. I think I poured way more than enough to cover the top and bottom of my snowman and the little lollipops. But if I have any left over, great. I can figure out something to do with it. All right, let's go into a fast forward right about now. I've got my 2 bigger domes for the snowman filled. Now, let me tell you something if you're going to try this. Do not fill them all the way up, and do not even fill them all the way up to, well, I guess you could go to right about, I don't even know if you can see that, to there. To there. I'll show you later. Reason is, and I showed it in the last video, when you go to stack them, if you don't fill the mold up all the way, it leaves like a curved bottom, and it makes it easier to connect the two. Not only to connect the two so one can sit on the other, but you create a flat bottom or a flat surface so they're able to stand up a whole lot easier. Just FYI, just a tip. But I am going to add a tad bit more to this one. There we go, that's good. Okay. Now on to the tricky ones. The little tiny ones with the little tiny space to fill in. I've tried different things, pipettes. They seem to take forever. And I'm a patient person. If you want to take forever, go on. But for you, and for the sake of this video, don't want to sit here and drip a whole lot in there one by one. Now, do I want to use mica powder or do I want to use, you know what? I'm going to do glitter. And I'm not going to do the traditional snowmen that I have done with the red and greens. Was the other video, and then really pretty blues. I love that, but I've done that. So I'm going to use like pinks and purples and teals. And let's get this little lid open and let's mix up a couple of different shades of purple. that, I have my two little soon-to-be lollipops filled. I'm going to let them cure for a little bit, not fully cured. You know, it's funny because I'm making candy, fake candy right now, and tonight we have some little dressed up children walking around and gathering candy, so it's kind of fitting. Okay, off to my left, probably your right, I have three little spheres, the lollipop tops, or the faux lollipop tops, sitting there, and they've been curing for a little bit. Now, because they're all different sizes, I want to use different size lollipop sticks, and I have three, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use them all, but for this one, I want to use this size. And you know what? I think I'm going to let them cure for a little bit longer. I won't bring you back for that, but I will say this. For the medium one, I'm going to use that popsicle stick you just saw me take. For the smallest, I'm going to use, which is not much smaller, the Q-tip stick. And I think for this one that I poured with my leftovers that you didn't see me, I am probably going, maybe, if I even end up using it, going to use chopstick. That's fairly big, so I don't know yet. But I just wanted to keep you up on what was going on and what I was doing. So right now, everything's curing, okay? All right, hang on. Okay, everything is ready to unmold. You know what? Let's see how these little fake lollipops turn out first. All right, now this one I cut the chopstick for. Let's see how this one comes out. Got a little overflow. Let's just clean that off with my thumbnail. Our fingernails are the best tools. At least in my opinion. Okay, let's go. Let's get my little dotting tool to break the seal and see how this looks. After cleaning up around the bottoms of the lollipops, I want to paint all those sticks white. The chopstick, the biggest lollipop, I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to use, but I at least want to be prepared if I do. So I'm just going to go in with the white paint and paint all the sticks of the lollipops the same shade of white. Now I know the other two are already white, but they're different shades, and I want to have a little consistency. So, why not? Alright, so we've got the sticks, the chopstick lollipop, the lollipop stick lollipop, and the Q-tip stick lollipop, all painted white. I know two of them were already white, but they weren't all the same shade of white. So I went ahead and painted all three. Alright, here comes Mr. Snowman's top portion. Little head. He doesn't have to be a snowman. He could be a snow lady. I mean, she could be a snow lady. All right, turned out good. I don't even need to worry about this. I'm just going to go ahead and peel it off because this is going to sit on the body of the other half. Scooch on over there, little scrappy pieces. Turned out nice. All right, let's do the same unmolding process with the bottom portion. What I'm doing now is I am going to paint these little wooden spheres that I got off of Amazon white because I think I'm going to put them around the bottom of my snowman. After I coated each of the little spheres with white paint, I chose 5 different bright colored glitters, and I just put some clear glue in the bottom of little cups and coated 5 different groups in the bright glitters I chose. They look cute and pretty. I like it so far. All right, now that everything's prepped and ready to go, it's time to start building on our platform that fits inside of here. You see how that fits, and then this goes on. Now this is for protection if I was gonna fill this with a liquid, a saline water solution, but this is gonna be a dry globe. So I'm gonna use this portion as my base and begin putting together my snowman and my lollipops, and always keep in mind that it has to fit in this proportion to be able to fit in there. Okay, here we go. Next step is gluing the bottom and top of my snowman together. So in the middle, I grab my B7000 and put a good little amount on there. Then next, I'm going to grab my glue gun, go around that with the hot glue for quick hold. These are rhinestones that are connected by silver cloth. They are great if you want to build up, like I did her hat. You can lay them in layers without having to individually place each stone. Very handy, and like I said, great for building layers.
Sunrise paints the sky so wide. Every moment by your side. Laughter echoes through the air. Joyful hearts beyond compare. Joyful every beat, dancing to a cheerful beat. In this light our spirits rise. Joyful under open skies.
Okay, you're still with me. Good. Because we're coming to a close here. And I am covered in glue, which in the artistic world, you're either covered in glue, paint, gemstones, glitter, resin, and the list goes on and on. But in saying all that, I am happy you are still here hanging out. Okay, so with these little candies that you saw me putting glitter on, I had to create a base for my little lollipops that I put little pearls around and tied a little bow. I did the same thing to this one. So now the tricky part is I already tried a little bit, so I'm going to try again. You can see the glue here. Getting them in here. It's a small space to work with because look at this. Look, isn't that cute? This little one has to be able to fit in here. So I can't very well put the lollipops. They won't fit and then everything fit into the jar. That's why I said make sure you work within that platform. That way you know. So what I need to do is, now that I've glued these on here, get this in here. My glue gun is heating up now, and I want to glue them to the inner, like right about here. Right about here. Because I still have to be able to fit my snowman in here. So while the glue gun is heating up, I'm going to put the camera on a little bit of a pause. Once I finish this, we'll have pictures and we'll be done. Yeah, so don't forget, hang around for the pictures at the end. And yeah, just hang around for the pictures at the end, okay? See you in a little bit. Moment of truth. Oh yes, please. Moment of truth. Are you gonna fit? Please fit. Hallelujah. Can somebody give me a hallelujah? Hallelujah. That's what I'm talking about. Stay tuned for some pictures.